Guys, hello, Mirek Marcinski, MMFN. Today with me, Chris Boyle. Chris, fantastic show, great fights.
It has been, actually.
But I see not everything went your way.
No, it didn't. And to be honest, I don't think sometimes that you really want it to. Well, you want it to, but you want it to go the way it should go. And I think today, the ones we won well. The ones we lost. You know, no qualms, no questions. You do lose what you deserve to. I think that's fair. I think I want our boxers to win something they didn't win. So I'm happy with the show. A great show.
Yes, so let's talk about fighters. David Chapman.
Yeah, I mean, David Chapman, he wanted obviously a last throw at dice, I think, realistically. Needs a lot of growing, but I was proud of David tonight. He came in, he should have boxed the Indian lads. 2 Indian lads didn't get visas last minute, so they didn't end up, we had to change opponents on the day, which was difficult. So Marty's opponent didn't get a visa, neither did David, so we spoke to both fighters, put them together. It was a chance, I think, for David tonight because Marty was coming to the end of his career.
He definitely improved. I've seen improvement.
And all we can ever ask is that. I don't train David. I only promote him. I try and just give him an hand, really. And today, the biggest thing was he got in there, he got through the rounds, no problem, and he did improve every single round. So positive for David, even though I lost.
Definitely. Garin Huggins.
Didn't see all the fights in the first 2 rounds. Very good fight, close. I just think Garin was winning parts of the round, but not enough of it to take the ones that mattered. I just think he needed to throw his hands more, but he'll know that more than anybody. I know when back in change we were very frustrated because he was in the right position with his feet, but he didn't let his hands go enough, and I think that's the story of the fight. That other kid was good, actually.
I've seen his coach, actually Dad, not really impressed with Garin's performance today.
No, I think Garin's dad, who's his trainer now, and he did look better, Garin, from training underneath his dad, to be fair. But I do think that he said the same as we did. You can't walk somebody down without throwing them. You've got to throw the shots, haven't you? Boxing, you've got 2 hands to use. You can't use anything else. So you've got to use them. And if you don't use them, and they do, they win, don't they? And I think that's what happened.
His opponent been doing brilliant combination.
Yeah, it started off really brightly. Every round he started off brightly, but he just couldn't sustain it. But then again, it's credit to that other kid, because that other kid was good tonight. It was a good level, that guy. So he won, deservedly so. Good win, learning fight for Garin. See what comes next.
Okay, next one, Pete Crotty.
Didn't see it, but I heard about it.
He won, instant fight.
Yeah, strange one that for
Ryan to the corner and just floor with shots.
It's a strange one that, because I mean, fair play to Pete, first of all, for the journey he's been on. The weight he's lost is tremendous. It's an inspiration to anybody, that, because that's crazy.
With his weight loss.
And his age.
Wow.
And his age as well.
That is something.
He's not a young guy, so for him to do that is amazing. That's his first victory, definitely. And then that way, when he finished that tonight, again, I didn't see it, I only got told about it. It's very surprising for Ryan, because I know Ryan really well, as you do.
Yes.
And my lads have been in with Ryan, and they've hit him with massive bombs, and he's not budged. So
massive.
It's a big thing, that.
I would say Ryan definitely can fight, but
maybe he just had an off night.
It wasn't his day.
Maybe we get it, don't we? We all get days like that. Maybe he weren't 100%, and he just took too many punches in that first exchange. Weren't expecting it, and it ended as quick as it did. So fair play to Pete.
Yes.
Thanks for Ryan as always. I hope we see him again, because he's a lovely guy and he's dead reliable.
Yes.
So for me, Ryan, I hope he keeps coming to shows. But a great win for Pete. His journey starts. Fantastic.
Okay, Amber
El Toro.
Amber
El Toro.
Amber the Bull.
What a character. I mean,
yes, definitely she is character.
She's a real character. She's a real gem, and also a real diamond girl. We've had her in gym. Started on Ultimate White Collar Boxing, just 8-week training, that one where you do it for cancer. Did that, stayed with the gym, had a few amateur fights, but just kept knocking everybody out. So we had no choice really, nobody would fight her. So we says, what do you want to do? And she says, I'll have a go at pro. Turned her over. She's so mad. She's in and out the gym like some kind of crazy frog. She really is. She really is. But when she's in, she trains as hard as anybody else. And, she's a dream to train because she listens to everything you say, but she is so killer instinct. She just wants to take everybody's head off, but she needs to realise that she's got to manage rounds. But a fantastic win against a very durable Amy Moody. So good 4 rounds victory. 1 round was a 2-point round as well. So a dominant display, fantastic win. Really, really excited about Amber's journey, because I think she'll really bring the crowd. The crowd will get behind her because of the fighting style, and I think there's a long way for her to go. So love Amber to bits. Great start. Let's see how she goes. I know she's going to fly.
Yes, definitely. That is also my
Definitely.
opinion. So next one, your champion.
Ellie, my diamond. Ellie, I just love watching her box me. I know I say it to everybody, but I do. For me, she's purist. If you love boxing, you love watching Ellie. If you love boxing, she's a Floyd Mayweather of the girls' division.
Very tactical.
Lovely. She listens to the game plan. She doesn't get involved. She doesn't want to have a tear up. She knows how to get through girls what are trying to be thuggish and bullish. and she's just getting better. She is. I said it to Chris Ward. Like, she is like fine wine. She is maturing so well. But it's still baby steps. I ain't rushing. I don't care what anybody says. I'm not putting her in fights that I think are just unrealistic for her at this point, unless we're getting paid to do it. You know, and I'm not. If we're paying for fights, I'm getting her the fights what build her. With the right fighters, but the ones that get up the ladder, like she's progressed so far. But I ain't going to take no crazy chances because I know how far we've got to go and I know how far we can go. So I'm going to keep building her, make her into the perfect boxer, and we'll just keep going. First fight at super middleweight. I'm rambling a bit, so I'm trying to get everything in my head. But I apologise.
I wanted to ask, but she changed weight.
She has, yeah. We've had a full camp. We've had about 16-week camp. We've trained twice a day. We've hit nutrition, and we've not got down to middleweight, which is surprising, because normally we do. But then she's 5'11.5". She's maturing into a fully grown woman now, so body shape changes, and she's just super middleweight. And she's still going to be a very, very big super middleweight when she fully grows. So that's the next step. First one tonight, super middleweight. She looked good. Easy on rounds with conditioning. So see where WBA put us in the rankings. If they do, hopefully they do, and then we'll just see what happens from there on. But June 21st, she'll go again. She'll be in gym Monday anyway.
So you got already plans for another event.
June 21st, Carlton Civic Centre. Hopefully Reese recovers because I need him on that show because his ticket seller for that area. It's his area, but we'll see. He's got to sort his hand out. But we'll come on to it in a minute. But you know, that's the next day. Ellie will be on it, Amber will be on it, Pete will be on it, and everybody else. Hopefully Conrad, Mr. Nowicki will come back, and that's another one. But we'll see. But that's another good show date, yeah. Summer Showdown, June 21st.
Okay, so now, last fight, Reese.
Gutted for Reese. Gutted for him because this is the best he's been in the gym, honestly. You could see it in there as well. He was so sharp.
I coming to see him, yes.
So sharp, so strong. He's fit, he looked fit. He had a good opponent.
That opponent been unrealistic.
Good
he
opponent.
took so massive shots,
but still there.
And still there. It was like, wow.
Can
you imagine Conrad taking that bomb?
That's what I'm saying. Some of these Uruguayans, these Nigerians, they're like titanium. And I said it to his father. We've got to box the kid. We can't try and punch holes in him. They're not going to move. They're just not paper. So I says to him, navigate the rounds. I thought he boxed lovely. I thought he won the first two rounds. I thought it was getting hard then. The third round was a tough round. And did we go into it fourth? Just went into fourth, didn't we? And that was the round where obviously it all went a little bit wrong. But he did break his hand, so he said to me in the corner, I can't throw that hand. So I said to him, try and navigate it, switch your feet, try and work off that other jab. And he did try, but it just, because he's not defensively that great when you switch feet, coming forward, you're getting caught. It's hard, isn't it? You've got one hand against a kid who's very good and he's got two hands. So fair play to us. I've got nothing but respect for him. Because that were a change of opponent on the day as well. Because the two Indians didn't get visas. So we had a nightmare with that.
Probably you need to source new Indians. This one, they are faulty.
They are, but we need to source, I think we need to source more European opponents because it's all right bringing them across, it's hard work, it's graft. And when you ain't on visas, and then you get visas, and sometimes they get turned away at airports, and it's paperwork, it's not in order, it's just a nightmare.
I remember good times when we had a lot of Latvians in our business.
It's a nightmare, isn't it? It's so difficult. So I think we'll wait for him to recover. Hopefully that he's not too bad, he can box June, but he's got a bit of time, hasn't he?
Yes,
it's only February,
a bit of time
March, April, May. He's got 16 weeks. I think he should be all right. He'll be frustrated. He'll want to get back in. I know he will. He'll not be happy that he's lost tonight, so he'll want to get in. So hopefully, and recovers. June 21st, his hometown, his home area, and we go again. Fingers crossed.
Definitely. I can't wait to see next one.
Great
Thank
show.
you very much.
Thank you, Mirik, as always.
It was a pleasure to talk to you.
As always.
And soon we will meet at gym and we will look how people preparing for the next one.
I'd like to do a quick interview with my friend, if you don't mind, John Stevenson from the ABA. Is that all right? Come in, John.
Yeah, sure. Come on, John.
This gentleman I'm going to introduce. This is John Stevenson. He's one of the directors of the Amateur Boxing Alliance. In you come, John.
Come
He's
to
also
the
one of the original members of the ABA. going back many, many years. He's come to support Ellie tonight because obviously Ellie is one of the ABA's coaches, who John knows really well. And I think it's lovely to see one of the guys who started from the beginning in boxing watch the pro boxers come through. And I think when you talk to him now, he'll be able to tell you things about the Tonight Show. What do you think, John?
I thought we were very interested along the lines when you come to the unknown characters.
Oh, yes.
And that's when you come into the pro game, you'll always come in among unknown characters. That was the example tonight.
Was.
As I came in and said to one or two on them, always change the clock. Proved the point, change the clock, done what they got to do. Unfortunately, I'll go back to the last bout, although I sit over against the door. I did say to Richard in kindness, this is not going to go far. And I'm going to be honest with you, because he didn't seem as if he wanted it.
No. Yeah.
And the simple reason I said that was because when he came out of his corner, he came out clockwise. Mm-hmm. Right? And when he come out clockwise, he walked straight into the far corner, neutral corner, and got himself into trouble. And to me, when a boy starts getting himself into trouble so early in a bout, you know he's got a little bit of distress or something around him. And he proved it in the point of coming into his second and third round. The boy, I personally think he don't want it.
He did break his hand though.
That's fair comment. I don't know he's broke his hand because I haven't been in that conversation since, have I?
He has broke
but
his
he has
hand.
broke his hand. Well, that's fair comment. But you know, I just feel sorry for young lads like that what have been in the game, come out of the game, and gone back into the game. It's very, very nice to see them come out. It's nice to see them come in and come back again because they must have enjoyed it in the first place.
He's ABA champion. He's a good fighter.
That's what I'm saying. It's very, very hard for some boys and it's very easy for others. But as I always say, we try and educate the young ones what are coming in. Like all the young boys you've got in your club, they all. I will say this: they all treat myself and my wife. They're not rude or pleasant. You know, very, very pleasant. The whole club is. It always has been since I've been involved with them. Right, and I'll do anything for the club where I can help them. And it's very nice to see them boys come here tonight and sit at the side and encourage them boxers from their own club or whatever other club they come from. They were encouraging everybody to do what they wanted to do and was what was there for. And that's what we're here in boxing for. Yeah. Keep trouble off the street. Keep it off the streets. If we keep it off the street, you know, you've got no problem. It's better than knifing somebody and stabbing somebody and everywhere else. You know, my personal opinion. But I don't think there's enough go on it, and really, it's so to say, religion's quite a bit of it. But I don't want to get into that one. I'm not going to. No, let's not turn that into that point. But well, it is. No, but I'm honest about it because I think religion is tied up in a lot of it. But as I said, we don't want to get into that point. We want to push out the gap, make the gateway bigger, and let the kids come through, bring them off the streets, learn them to look after themselves. And 9 times out of 10 they grow up a lot better, parents a lot better, and they teach other kids other things and everything else. I'm very lucky. I had a son, went to karate, I will say that, Chris does know. And in the end he kept his nose clean. He ended up with a black belt, a qualified instructor, and now he's a master musician. And I love it, I tell you that. And I enjoy watching the kids coming here or getting in the ring anywhere I go. In fact, it was very nice to have a weekend off to come and sit down here and watch it.
It's normally on the desk, isn't it?
Well, starting out from next week, I've got 7 weeks where I'm out every weekend. Boxing.
Fantastic. I really like it. I've seen you on every event I've been here. So I really like it.
I will say to people, I suppose I had a dedication more than anything. A lot of people have heard of Eric Boone years ago. But the man which started Eric Boone off boxing taught me how to box. He lived 5 hours away from me, and Eric Boone lived 100 yards away from me.
Wow.
And that was the man which started me off boxing at the age of 8 years of age. And I really enjoy the game. And I've done nothing else. Well, football as well, but that crippled you in this, don't it?
We're not leaving you for many decades yet, John. I told you before, if you pack in, we're packing in.
I want to retire, but these won't let me.
We won't let you.
And rightly so, I would say.
Can I just say, the thing is, you can do what you want with things with boxing, but it doesn't change. It's the most simplest sport in the book. But it goes back to the same old thing, and a lot of things have changed with amateur boxing in the last 10 years. Right. They really have. It was all grassroots, all volunteers, all right, that ran it. I'm talking about top of the governing body. Right, then all of a sudden it got rebranded, and I'm not going to mention any names, and it went salaries. Since you bring money into the equation, you bring madness, and you bring less morals. As we all know, So the Amateur Boxing Alliance, which is what we're under, the best governing body, and the original one is all grassroots volunteers. That's how it should be.
The Alliance won't any money. There's 5 directors, and that's where the money comes from. That comes out of our pockets, not anywhere else.
Okay. Guys,
That's amateur boxing, that is.
thank you very much. It was a pleasure to talk to you today.
And I went back up again.
You did, and now you're at the top.
Right.
Thank you, mate.
But for how long we don't know.
Thank you.
Anyway,
Thank you
thank you very much for a night. Good night.
Pleasure, man.
You come and see my wife, because we've got a 2.5 hour ride home, yeah?
See you.
Cheers, my man.